Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, R1DV. Where to begin? Where to begin? First of all, the most talked about topic on this channel recently has been the project, right? The upcoming episode I've been promising everyone. I think for now, especially actually up until the post, there's a lot to talk about, guys. So let's just start with the video. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm not going to say when it's going to come. I'm not going to say what episode it's going to be. I'm just going to work. I'm just going to act. I will try get it out as quick as possible because I want to get it out as soon as possible. It's better a choice of words. So it will be coming. I will not be cancelling it. I will definitely be doing it. But it's this continuous cycle of making a promise I might not be able to keep, and I don't want to keep going through that. I don't want to lose trust within my audience, and so just understand that I'm working hard. It is in production. Secondly, what's been up lately? I just hit the gym, absolutely killed myself. Couldn't take off my shoes. Mouth sore, I guess. Or did you guys see that before? I can't remember. You guys saw that before, I think. Yeah, there's that. And life. Just as I was getting used to working at this high intensity, this dreadfully difficult, but this level that I always wished and dreamed of, and just as I was beginning to get used to the sensation, don't be distracted on the cat, look at me. Oh, you can't see. Oh, no, you can see. Okay. Just as I was finally getting used to that level, life's just like, hey, more. Right? With this potential mentorship, with the episode, my relationships, life was just like, more. More. You know, I think I tend to look at things very traditionally, right? I look at things like it could apply universally, but I just look at it as the perspective of a man, right? Sacrifice, being the person who takes care of everything, handles it all basically, and I cannot, to anyone, how do I describe this? Growing up is like just so much more than you realize. To everyone, it's just, if you like, man, and I don't just mean growing up as in like I'm turning 18 soon, no, I mean like making the mature decisions, making the sacrifices, putting up with things that make your nerves just flow out of your body, makes you jittery and shit, but doing it anyways. Having to suck up your nervousness and anxiety and just do it, it's just, again, I was just getting used to working in such an intensity, and now everything in life is demanding more. I have to be able to put out this episode, and then the project, and then the recap, and then still run my relationship well, and then still hit the gym, and then do the business mentorship, and remake the entire association behind the series. It's within like the span of a week. And another thing that gave perspective on this is when I was talking to the guy who I was talking terms with in terms of business, he just made it feel like everything I'm doing isn't a lot. It's weird. I don't know if he's watching this right now. I don't mean any of that insultingly. I don't mean that. I'm not insinuating anything. It's more or less for me how that affects me. I was just like, again, it was just the thought process of how big things are there and how little things are here. Which is why succeeding here would be way bigger than succeeding there, because it's like a million times more difficult. And I'm not trying to say that to light myself up here. I'm not trying to make that to make myself feel better. But I can't just not say it and not I truly do believe that's the case, and I've seen the differences a multitude of times. I've taken a lot of time of understanding. That's what all my brain points is understanding and looking at life through such a view that it's impossible to understand. Like, I've sent multiple paragraphs to my best friend and my girlfriend over and over and over and over again, and I feel like they're like 70% there of understanding me. It's been like, obviously not my best friend for like a really long time, but for my girlfriend, like almost 2 years now of continuous communication and learning about each other, and only 70% there. So, yeah. Sometimes I think these should be entertaining. Sometimes I think like, should I switch it up? Should I say jokes? Should I do what? How do I keep this entertaining for the viewers? Sometimes I look at it like, oh, there's been so many of these episodes, you know, when am I going to finally be able to put out a different type, you know, for the viewers, for the viewers, for the viewers, you know, and I do want to make you guys happy. I do want to make you guys proud. I do want to give you a piece of content where you're just so eager to both watch it and just feel so satisfied after watching it. But this is life. You guys made the conscious decision to subscribe. You guys decided to follow me along the journey, and I did promise I'll make it worthwhile, which I will. And this is just life. This is me going through stuff, right? It's not the most attractive, but personally, I would actually enjoy looking at these kinds of videos from a different content creator that I chose to follow. There's no one in particular, but if I did, because this is behind the scenes. This is what it's about. This is what it's like. You see this hair? I know I looked clapped, but I chose to keep it because I was out in the rain, and I call it, I view this as the real appearance of a person. When you're at your ugliest, that's the real appearance. I view this whole thing as the ugly grind. It's unattractive. It looks horrible, right? But when you see the views and you see the subscriber counts, it's like, oh, so exciting. It's you know, it's just exciting. Honestly, really, it's just really exciting. But then you look at this, it's like, what video is this? You know, and the lighting in the background's bad, and I look horrible, and I got this weird thing on my mouth, and it's been like the 6th or 7th episode of this in a row, and yeah, I call it the ugly grind, where the grind is you're focused on nothing but doing it and getting there. You know, ignoring, I don't even think ignoring, sometimes being consciously aware of how difficult it is better. But by looking at it as the ugly grind, it somehow makes ugly attractive. It's like the acknowledgement of makes it better to deal with, easier to deal with. Whereas if you just go into a business model because you're just out of pure excitement and it looks cool, you but what I mean by that is you're gonna lose that feeling so quickly. For me, as soon as I open my laptop, if not, as soon as I open another tab, mood's gone, energy's gone. To get here took so long to be able to work consistently, but more to the point of this episode, more life has just been demanding more. I've had to work harder than I thought I can, and I now have to set the standard even higher, which is so much. A burden. So how much can I take? How much can I put up with? How much can I do, you know? What's my capacity? It's like always pushing yourself. Just when I do work that hard, it's like my health shoots down so quickly. And having to do this much more, I always have to 10x today. I mean, sure, like, Honestly, at this point, I don't even want encouragement. I just, I feel like there is nothing else but just existing in difficulty. Just standing there with your arms open in the storm, you know. So life's, well, everything. You know, things like gym. I waited a really long time to go back to gym. And you don't even feel grateful for things like that anymore because you just feel like it's about damn time. And I know that, okay, that might come across a bit of a different wrong way. It's not like I'm like, I'm entitled to gym. No, it's more just like, how do I say this? Like, I don't know, I feel like there's a different word I'm missing because that definitely didn't come across the right way. But it's not, okay, well, yeah, you could say it like, when I finally go back to gym, it's not like I'm excited, like, ooh, again. Like, it's like, no. It's like, I've waited too long for this, you know? And there's nothing exciting about it anymore. Nothing about gym. The thought, I've never experienced this because I've always been good with gym, but earlier today when it's like, are you coming to gym today? I almost said no. I'm like, I'm coming. And yeah, when things like that, in terms of gym or like new equipment to work with and stuff like that, it's just like, I've waited too long for this. I've been through this. Nothing new or like special is gonna come of this, you know. Just it's nothing exceeds my standard, really, I guess. I don't know. I don't mean to sound entitled. That's definitely not what I mean. It is a privilege to be able to like go to gym. I also do believe it's mandatory, but to be able to afford it is a privilege. You know, Wi-Fi and everything. But I don't feel excitement when I get any of that because it's just like, you know, I always have to beg for so long for anything. I mean, we're not the wealthiest, so yeah. I don't even know if you can hear me right now. I know the camera audio is pretty bad, so I'm sorry about that. But this is what it's about, right? It's the shittiest, ugliest part. There's nothing cool about it. There's nothing inspiring, I guess. Well, actually, in my opinion, it's more inspiring when you see stuff like this. Because, again, behind the scenes, right? When you see the episode that I'll put out, whenever that is the scenes. This is behind the scenes. You know, this isn't the high edits. This isn't me talking on a script. This isn't me doing nothing. This is just me and you talking right now, or me talking to you. So yeah, we're on 93 subs at the moment. That's incredible. Can't wait to get to 100. Yeah, I just got work to do. I try to ask people to comment. Sometimes I don't know what conversation to have with the subscribers. I suppose now that at 93 we should do some kind of engagement, right? But what? What question can I ask you guys? Let's see. Okay. During once we get back on a good rhythm of the self-documentation videos, the edited ones, is there any scenes any of you guys like? Like maybe one of you guys has like a bias towards bookstores. I could do like a visit at the bookstore and get like a book since I have like a card that has a bit of money on it for a bookstore. Maybe some of you want to see some gym recordings now that I go to gym. Maybe one of you guys just really likes the nature scenes. Maybe you guys want some more of that. Maybe some nice coffee moments, like you know, like a nice coffee aesthetic to the morning work routines and stuff like that. Or maybe just a morning routine. Do you guys want to see that? Just let me know. Like if you have a bias towards anything, you know. And I'll see what I can do with those scenes as well. Because it's nice to build an aesthetic when it's making these episodes. I suppose I'm dragging this on now. It's been like 15 minutes, so I'll see you guys soon. It's been your while, 1DV. I'm working on the episode, but I won't say much about it anymore. I just don't want to make promises and not be able to live up to them. But it will be coming out. I'm not cancelling this one because if things take too long, I do end up cancelling them just because it's just too much. It just consumes too much. So the quicker I get it out, the better. I'll see you guys soon. And just a quick reminder to anyone. I'm sorry, I'm fiddling with my hair because it's wet. A quick reminder to anyone. This is what it looks like. This is what it is. Okay? To anyone who wants to do what I'm doing, who wants to progress to my level, this is what it looks like. It's shit over here. It's cold. It's miserable. You're gonna work your fucking ass off, and everyone around you is gonna tell you to work harder because everything you're doing doesn't look like enough. It isn't. It's not even look enough. It just isn't enough because the results say otherwise. Especially with me, I'm under time, so I obviously have to just get it going. Maybe some of you are more fortunate than me, but some of you are probably older than me too, so maybe we're on the same amount of time. Whether I've got the head start or whatever the case is, whenever you get to this level, it's going to be one of the harder times. Highlights are beautiful, but there's a lot more of these moments, than there are highlights. We're just not there yet. It's been your boy R1DV. I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely, blessed day. Adios.